I'm going to be showing you some bridging work that really works the glutes. Now for this kind of bridge, you want to have your feet fairly close where you cannot either touch when you reach down or almost touch. So if your feet are out here, that's okay to do those, but that's going to work more the hamstring. So this is for the purpose of this exercise, we're trying to find our glutes here. So um, also, this is going to be a neutral spine type of bridge. So we're going to try to keep everything lifting at the same time versus the type of bridge where you're kind of curling. So we're going to keep that neutral spine. And I want you to start just by finding your breath with the movement of the diaphragm and the pelvic floor moving with each other. And we're going to try doing the bridge where we lift with the exhale. Now, before you even start the lift, let's just do what I call, you're going to do an as-if kind of bridge. So you're going to reach your heels into the ground as if you're going to bridge, but don't actually lift the butt. So it's as if your butt is glued down to the floor. And see, while you're there, you're pushing into the floor with your heels. And see if you can find those glutes kicking in here as you're breathing out. Okay, and then relax and inhale and try that again as if you're going to lift, but you're not. So you want to really feel, do you feel it here? Finding that work happening. Okay. Now another thing that you can do while you're doing this bridge is to have some type of block between your knees so that you're lightly adding a little squeeze here. And that can be helpful to kick in that pelvic floor if that's part of what you're working on. So now as we start to do the actual lift, you don't have to go real high. You can just go anywhere from a couple inches to a little more. And then inhale back down. Everything comes down at the same time. Take a rest breath and then exhale. Pelvic floor lifts. Inhale, pelvic floor opens, lightly touch down. Exhale, pelvic floor lifts. Inhale, pelvic floor opens. So you can continue with that with the double leg bridge if that's where you're at. If you're ready for the next step, we'd be moving on to trying to do a single leg bridge. So for that, I'm going to work for the left glute. The right foot can come out here where it's just there for support. You're going to shift your weight to that left heel, feeling the whole connection through the pelvic floor, the sit bone, the tailbone on that left side. And trying to, again, you can start with that pushing down as if you're going to lift. Find it in the left glute, blowing out. Once you really feel those glutes working, start those single leg bridges. Up you go and down. This right heel is just barely touching, just there for balance. If you want to make it harder, that can come up. Or it could even be resting on the other leg. Keep checking in with the breathing. Are you finding opening through those ribs and that upper belly when you inhale? Feeling the pelvic floor lift on its own with that exhale. Really feeling that work in that left glute right here.